for your items.
You can cross-examine on other areas. If you need this, we can recall him in the exhibit.
Most of that.
Yeah, because you need to go through it. I see it is a huge document.
Yes.
I wouldn't want to prejudice the accused.
I want to ask you some questions. Request for the cooperation. How old are you now?
I'm 50 years old.
50 years old. And the incident happened in 2019, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And am I right to say that you are 46 in 2019?
3 years back, so I was 46 or 47.
46, 47. Thank you. Where do you stay now?
I stay in Muyenga.
Stay in Muyenga. Is it near where your office is?
Now I use same premise for the office and residence.
Same premises for office and residence.
Do you remember the day when this offense was committed?
Yes.
Which day was that?
It was 3rd February 2019.
3rd February 2019.
Yes, sir.
That was the time or the day it was committed. The day.
According to CCTV, the crime took place after the midnight, so it is 3rd February.
3rd February 2019. After midnight. After midnight of 2nd.
Of 2nd.
Yes, the day was closed.
The offense was committed in your office, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Was your office a company or just an open house, open room?
I was using a promise warehouse with the compound and the wall. It was used for office, and there was some Japanese stuff residing there.
Meaning in the same office?
Yes,
There was
same.
some other Japanese?
Same building, yes.
Some building. Were those Japanese your friends?
No, they are my employee.
Your employees? Meaning within your office there were some people who were staying inside there?
Yes.
Thank you. You mentioned about all these things which were stolen. Were they all in a certain particular room? Let me say your office.
No,
All different rooms.
maybe there was like 4 places where there are 4 rooms.
4 rooms.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And out of those 4 rooms, there was that one office of yours, right?
I didn't.
Out of those.
The items were picked from 4 different rooms.
Yes.
And out of those 4 rooms, there was that one office of yours.
Counsel, what is the question? I don't get it.
Most of
Did he
that-
have an office, a specific
A
office?
specific office within the same room?
Where he sits?
Yes.
Now, let me answer what I think this is my question, the answer to your question. The keys or the all rooms were kept by one person.
No.
Mr. Warren, this is the question. 4 settings or things were stolen in the 4 rooms. Was also in your office one of the 4 rooms where things were stolen from or not?
Yes, yes,
So they also broke into your office.
yes.
Okay, thank you. Do you remember which properties were in your office?
In my office, yes, the cameras.
The cameras in your
and
office.
yes, camera.
And the safes? Or the safe?
The
safe which
was
had money.
in the account room.
It was in account room.
Yes.
Was your office a company or it was just an office
It is-
named after your name?
It is a company.
It's a company. What's the name of the company?
It is called the New Jack Limited.
New Jack Limited. Are you director of New Jack Limited?
I'm a managing director and I'm a owner of the company.
New Jack as in JACK.
When this incident happened, is it true that you did report at Hisobu where the incident happened from?
I reported to Kabalagara police station.
But one of your employees reported at Hisobu.
Yes, sir.
Or was the file registered in Hisobu?
At the beginning, I am sure the case was reported at the 2 stations.
Okay, the case was reported at 2 stations,
Yes.
but it was only one which took over. That is the Kavalada.
Now that is with the issue within the police, so I don't know. But when they are collecting the fingerprint CCTV, Kisugu didn't have a specialist. That's what I heard, but I don't know how they transferred. But
Okay. Thank you. Now, were these things which were stolen your things or company
it
things?
is they are company properties.
They were not your personal things.
No.
Record a statement at police.
Yes.
If shown this statement, can you identify it or recognize it?
The statement.
Yes, which you made at police.
I don't say that I have a perfect memory of the 3 years ago, but I think I remember most of the things.
Okay, I request for the region. My friend, you can open behind and confirm whether that is your signature.
Yes, this is my signature.
That's your signature?
Yes.
That means you confirm that that is your statement which you recorded in 2019.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, since
Yeah, we are going.
most of that. That statement, you wrote that you are 45 years, is that right? Is that after your name up there?
Yes.
That is by 2019, is that right?
Yes, and I'm born in 1972.
Is that 45 years? Don't worry about that, don't worry.
No, but does it have 45 there?
Yes, it is.
Thank you. And you informed this honorable court that you're 50 years now, right?
Yes.
Thank you. The CRB on that statement is 135, which is the upper number. 135 stroke 2019, is that right?
Yes.
In the same statement, you mentioned the things which were stolen. If I'm to read for you, there is, I bought 6 laptop or laptop? Was the persuasion but I think it was laptop. Laptop, 6 laptop, and each at 1.5 million Uganda shillings. And I also bought 7 cameras of different types and 10 lenses, all at shillings 30,000 US dollars, equivalent to 144 Uganda shillings. Is that right? Can you confirm that? Am I right therefore to say that the properties which were stolen to you are the ones which are in this statement?
To clarify on amount written on this statement was made on the very day when the incident took place. Before I cross-checked all my inventory of our company properties. I'm sure I recorded whatever I remembered on that day, but this is not the perfect information. I think there were many items I did include in this.
Thank you. Meaning that the items in this statement are a few of what was stolen, is that right?
I should say I didn't put all.
You didn't put all there. Thank you very much. Did you make any additional statement after confirming all your properties which were stolen?
To the police?
Yes.
I do not remember.
You don't remember?
Yes.
Thank you. Now, in the same statement, you said that there were 6 laptops, each at 1.5. I'm assuming that the 6 laptops all in total cost 9 million. Is that right?
Yes.
Then the 114 million. Is that right?
Yes.
Then when you cross over behind, there was cash of 3 million towards the end down there.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Meaning in total, it is 126 million. Is that right?
Yes.
Am I therefore right to say that the amount of money which was stolen from you was 126 million?
That is what I realized.
That's what you realized.
At that time, I made this statement.
And did they base this statement to proceed to court in the other matter against the other two?
The other two, which two do you mean?
Okay, let me take you through. After the police in Kisubi, there was an arrest of 2 people. Is that right?
No, only one.
Only one. And that is the security guy
Yes, from SGA.
from SGA. Have you ever appeared in court in regards to that matter?
Yes.
You appeared
Yes.
and you testified in court.
Yes.
And the amount of money was not 126 million.
I don't remember if we discussed about the figure
About the figures.
in the process of the prosecution.
In your same statement towards the end, if I'm to read for you, the last paragraph, you say, the thieves left behind a small camera which were not using and the one laptop only were all left. Is that true?
Sure.
I also realized that this could be somebody amongst the staff, because the thieves could not steal or could not leave the old camera or the faulty camera. Is that true?
Yes.
Is the accused one of your staff? Then
I already answered. The accused was the staff of SGA.
meaning this accused was not your staff.
No.
And do you confirm this statement that you made it for this same paragraph?
Yes.
Most obliged. Then when we go to the conclusion, in the conclusion you state that I lost 3 million shillings, cameras worth 114 million, laptops 10 million shillings. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely.
That's right.
Yes, it is written here.
And if you turn behind, do you still confirm that the laptops were not worth 1.5 million, the 6 laptops?
I repeat, this is the statement I made just for I go through the inventory of my company properties, so that some of the amount are not perfect here.
Does it mean that you disown this statement?
I owe.
You own it?
Yes, but I'm sure that I put everything I remember at that time, but there was some more I realized that lost after making this statement. So I still process this in my statement.
Most obliged. To that effect, Your Honor, I pray to tender you the complainant's statement dated 3rd of February 2019. And I pray that the same be admitted as defense exhibit number 1. Sorry? The year is 2019.
Dated 3rd Feb.
3rd Feb 2019.
Any objection? We can have the original. Defense exhibit number 1.
Most of it. When this incident happened, you followed up at court, at police, right?
Yes.
And you informed this honorable court that you have ever appeared in court in regards to the same matter.
Yes. Prosecution
Of the guard?
Yes.
Yes.
I have a copy of the charge sheet here, and I request for an original of the same.
The current charge sheet?
No, the first charge sheet.
Yes, Council.
Do you confirm that charge sheet?
I don't see any my signature, and this is my first time to see this document.
Thank you.
Council, I don't think that is his document. Charge sheet? Maybe just ask him directly what is there.
Most of that.
Yes, I don't think he must be knowing what a charge sheet is and all that.
That particular charge sheet wasn't sanctioned, the one he's trying to rely on. So the one which appeared in court, he has not asked for it, but he has asked for the one which had not been sanctioned by the state and had never appeared in court.
So maybe go to the one that you read, the one of court.
I request for the copy. Thank you so much.
And your question should be direct because it's not his document.
This is the one which appeared in court.
My question is, did you know the accused person in that case?
So, not clear. Yes, he's the guard from...
You knew him, right?
Yes, he worked at my place.
It's called the name. Let me get the name. Adio.
Adio. The spell is A-D-I-U. And
he was your guard. Yes. He was your guard.
Yes.
Am I right to say that you are aware of that matter in court then?
Matter we discussed, which matter are you?
Okay.
The one of, just be specific and say the one of the guard.
Okay, the one of the guard.
Yes, I know him.
You know. How much is in that? Or am I right to say, or can you confirm with this honorable court that that charge sheet has 169 million?
Let me go. Yes, it is 169 million. Yes.
169 million.
Yes, sir.
Am I right to say that that charge sheet or the document you have is contrary to the statement you made at police?
Yes, this one is made in 13th February.
165.
Yes, please.
It is made in 13th February. I think this was made after I went through my inventory.
Now that came after making your inventory.
Yes.
What was it before?
Should be after.
It should be after
Yes.
making your inventory.
Yes.
Thank you. And you didn't make any other additional statement at police in regards to 169 million?
No, sir.
That same charge sheet mentions different properties which were stolen. The rest we can confirm some of the properties, all the properties which were stolen.
You are telling me to read?
If you can even see, because I don't have.
You go to the particulars, the items stolen, that part of particulars.
Stolen camera, laptops, cash, and yeah, I can read it. Excuse me.
Says he can't read the item, maybe you can read for
Can I
him.
read for you? Read the particulars. Odulamek and others still at large on 3rd February 2019 and submerged in the division in the Kampala district. Stole 1 cameras, 2 laptops, cash, all valued at 169 shillings. Only the property of Wada Atushushi, the managing director of New Jack Company. My question therefore is, these are the only properties in this charge sheet that you have recorded and you are aware of the same?
That document was made by either police or the court officer. So I think you should ask that question to the person who made that.
Most of that. But at least you know some of these properties in this document.
Excuse me, but I did not make that document, so I cannot answer.
Most of that. You and I therefore agree
Yes.
that the same document be admitted in court as defense exhibit.
That is the charge sheet in CRB what? The CRB number?
It is the same CRB number 135 of 2019.
19. Police station?
It is Kabbalah Police Station.
Any objection?
Objection to the same being tendered in for exhibit, as an exhibit. Also, being you worship the witness before court, never drafted this document. This is a property of Uganda police, not for the complainant in court. The person who could tender in this document is the person who extracted his charge sheet. As such, your worship, tendering in as an exhibit will be done. It causes a serious miscarriage of justice. Yes, I cannot ask him something he does not know. This statement I allowed because he actually confirmed in later statements at police. He's not the author, neither does he have knowledge of the facts given in this document. You can concede to it being tendered for identification purposes. If council would wish, would call this IO drafted this document and wash by separate.
Yes, Council?
In the simple agenda, Your Honor, the complainant has owned the same document. He has clarified court that there was a matter which was registered same particulars are what he appeared in the court day before. The genesis, as I go through, of the genesis of the accused's matter emanates from the same 2019 file. It would be in the interest of justice that that document be exhibited. Sorry.
Okay, the charge sheet that counsel intends to tender is not the witness's document. If the matter proceeded in court, counsel can get certified copies from the court record, from the file, and the same can be allowed since the record of court is a public document. The charge sheet presented here is a carbon copy. The witness is not the author, so the objection is sustained and the document is rejected.
In that regard, I will humbly pray.
Counsel, if you need the court record, you will follow the procedure. Let's continue with cross-examination.
What I have, okay. Is it true that the incident happened in the night?
Yes.
Who was in charge of the offices in the night?
Office was closed.
Office was closed.
It was out of working hours.
Okay. And there's no one who was in charge of that office or keeping the office in the night?
In the night, there's no one in charge.
No one was in charge. And the security guard, he wasn't in charge in the night?
She is not our employee, she is the external staff. And I don't give that to you.
Has he got your question?
He's confused. This makes sense.
Was the security guard working on your behalf?
Was he guarding your premises?
Yes.
Am I right therefore to say that the security guard was in charge of your premises in the night?
Yes.
And am I also right to say that as he was guarding, there were some other Japanese who were staying around? am I therefore also right to say that as he was guarding in the night, there were some other Japanese who were working in the night?
No.
Sorry, who were staying there in the night? In the same building?
They were using some rooms for their residence.
Okay.
They were not on duty.
Was Kazutaka Arakiki also staying there in the night?
Yes, sir.
Repeat the name, Council.
The name is Aragiki, which is A-R-A-G-K-I.
A-R-A-G-K-I.
K-A-Z-U-T-A-K-A.
So he says he was staying there as well.
Yes, he was staying there as well. Was he your employee?
Yes, sir.
Is it true that you and him were the only people with the keys for that office?
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
I'm saying,
Yes.
is it right, or am I right to say that you, together with Kazutaka, you had the keys for the office?
No, there was two Japanese there in the office, so that also had, so should be three.
Should be three.
Yes.
Who had keys to the office?
Yes.
There are three people who had keys to the office.
Yes.
Okay. Was one of them this Kazutaka?
Yes.
And those other two apart from you, they were staying in the same building?
Yes.
How many safes were within the same office?
We had to save one.
You had one safe.
Yes.
Remember the color?
Gray.
Gray. Was the safe broken in two or it was open?
It was opened by key.
It was opened by key. And I'm right to say that you and the other two had keys.
Yes, I and Aragaki had safe key.
And those other two are staying there.
No, one. He says Tuzak is the one who had the key for the safe.
Oh, most of them. Am I right to say, therefore, that it is you and Arazaki who had the keys for the safe?
Yes, sir.
Am I therefore right to say that it's either you or Arazaki who stole, or you're not sure?
No.
No.
Neither.
Neither of you. But you had the keys.
Yes.
And the safe was opened by key.
Yes. To add that point.
No, it's okay. Your lawyers will guide you.
Am I therefore right to say that there is a possibility the one who stole you was one of the staff?
No.
There is no possibility.
No, sir.
But you said it in your statement. What is it?
I want to cross-check.
The one which you read.
I want to cross-check.
There is an additional statement on court record. Oh, sorry.
The part where he says his staff stole from him, maybe you can direct
Oh, yes,
him.
it is the second page. Oh, sorry.
You can just read the name that let it be from the same. So you can read the same, you can read that number.
Oh, okay. So you can have this.
State you can confirm as counsel is reading what is there.
In this statement in 2019, you stated, I therefore realized that this could be somebody amongst staff because the thieves could not know the camera which was faulted, and secondly, could not get the keys to those rooms and the keys to the safe and pick money.
Madam, you can what he has read.
Yes, but I want to confirm.
Yes, it is not confirmed. It's what is in the statement.
Is that true?
So did you suspect that the thieves could have been one of your staff?
I don't say they were.
That time, that's what he's asking. That is after the day of the incidents when you made.
I thought that there is a possibility of collaboration with one of the staff, but I didn't say that any of the staff directly involved in this.
Okay.
Yes, continue. You suspected the staff?
Yes, for helping, maybe in providing information where the things are kept. But I did not say they were directly directly involved in the statement.
Okay, continue, Hanson.
Thank you.
In 2022, you made an additional statement, is that right?
Yes.
Is that your signature behind it?
Yes.
Okay. In the same statement, you stated that were broke into my office and stole my electronic equipment and cash, all valued at 169,05600 shillings. Is that right?
Yes.
That's right. And that is the different amount of money which was in your earlier statement. Is that right?
Yes, difference. There's a difference.
And in this statement, you don't mention or outline all the properties that were stolen. Is that true?
Yes, I don't see the details.
You don't see any details. In your last paragraph, you stated that the suspects that were convicted were security guards and were charged with failing to prevent a felony. Is that right?
Yes.
That is what he was convicted of.
Yes, he was convicted for the negligence of the duty.
Thank you. I pray that the accused's additional statement. Sorry, Mr. The complainant's additional statement, since he has owned it and recognized it, be admitted as his exhibit.
Any objection? Council? Just
My witness is getting tired.
needs to
And
sit.
it's not so well, so it's requesting to sit.
Is there a seat there? Okay, let us get him a chair. No, we are getting, but we can proceed in the meantime.
You need some documents which I'm trying to share.
We have less than 20 minutes to close. We have other matters.
Mr. White, that is a copy of the court order. It was addressed to you. Did you ever receive it? It was a court order to view CCTV footage.
Anyway, this some years back, but I see that it was attended.
Sorry?
Yeah, I can say that it is attended.
Thank you very much.
The question that council asked, did you receive that document?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Thank you. But
So the document is written to you.
Yes.
Yes.
Continue.
But you allow police to view the CCTV camera of that entire property, is that right?
Yes, we have provided CCTV footage.
Provided. Did you watch that CCTV camera
Yes, I did.
for footage
Together with them.
together with police?
Yes, sir.
Was there a report which was extracted thereafter to come up with the findings?
Sorry, could you?
Was there, after viewing the CCTV camera, was there a report which was extracted after?
I'm not aware.
You're not aware. And after viewing the CCTV camera, did you at any point see the accused person in that entire video?
As I mentioned, I could not identify the person's face.
Okay.
What I only saw was the total.
Do you have a copy of that CCTV camera report?
I have not given to the police.
You gave it to police, and you don't have it here? Thank you.
Yes, sir.
From you,
Yes, sir.
and also from your staff?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Were those fingerprints examined?
That is the issue within the police, so I'm not aware.
You're not aware. Meaning you have never seen any report in regards to fingerprints they extracted from you or your employee?
I have no access to the police website.
Do you know Greenleaf Company?
Yes, that is a trade name of New Jack Limited.
Sorry?
It is a trade name of New Jack Limited.
It is a trade name. It's called, sorry,
Green what?
it's Greenleaf Company. You said it's a trade name of
New Jack Limited.
New Jack Limited. Yes. Yeah, you can. There is that document. I would humbly request you to confirm the SD number. The SD number is on the real latent crime. Have you seen the SD number?
This one?
Please help me show me the SD number. On the real. Yes. Confirm whether that is 36/03.
Yes.
That's the one, right?
This number is correct.
Yes. And you are aware of that number?
Yes,
Repeat
I
the
have
number.
the same number.
The
36.
number is 36/03/02/2019.
Yes.
And also confirm the first paragraph that those were workers of Green Leaf Company. Is that true? You confirm that? That first paragraph.
So first three.
That paragraph says, here are 4 latent crime scene marks, named 1, 2, 3, and 4, and fingerprints of a suspect and workers of the Green Leaf Company. Can you confirm that?
But we can proceed. Your colleague will be noting. She needs to step out, but let's proceed. She notes for you. Notes for you.
Let's get done.
Okay.
Because examination will need to
Okay. Council, conclude.
Okay, well, I'm just asking you.
Yes, I was.
Do you confirm that?
Excuse me, I was still reading it. Please give me some.
He wants to confirm whether those are employees of his company.
Yes.
Green Leaf.
The one listed, Green Leaf Company.
There are 20, yeah, there are 20 people listed.
Do you confirm that these are all employees of Green Leaf Limited?
Yes, I don't have my perfect memory now of the stuff 3 years ago, but yes, most of them I remember.
Most of them you remember. And your name is among them, is that right?
Yes, number 2.
Thank you. You also confirm that those are the ones who provided fingerprints to police, according to that document?
I didn't go to police by myself and witnessed the process of taking fingerprints, but I told all of them to go to the police.
Okay, there's a second document. Okay, the second document, just a confirmation of 2 things. That's one document. Confirm the CRB number, which is on the 4th paragraph of this Itemization, where there is the word station stroke reference.
Yes, I see.
You confirm it?
SD36, yes.
You confirm it?
Yes.
Then also confirm the brief detail of what happened. Are you seeing the brief detail of what happened?
Yes.
Now that details confirm the footage or the report of the CCTV camera, is that right? Thank you. You read it? You confirm that this report was written to Green Leaf Company?
Yes.
Thank you. Lastly, you confirm the metallic safe as black. Confirm it there? article examined. What is what article examined? You confirm that's a black metallic safe.
In the document?
In the document. Officer, can you? What is the white article examined? Yes. Thank you so much. There is a report. Your worship, have only 2 documents, but I will examine one. The other one will be the list of stolen properties. I think we shall.
Okay. Please confirm, are you aware of that document which was written to you? It's a report from police to you. Do you confirm it?
Yes, it is attended to my company.
It was written to your company? Yes. Meaning you're aware of it?
I don't remember, but I confirm it is attended to me.
Thank you very much. In that same document, in paragraph number 1, you state that the amount of money stolen was 169 million. Is that right?
Yes.
And was property of New Jack Company Limited. Is that right?
Yes.
It wasn't property of Greenleaf Company. Is that right?
I repeat. New Jack.
You will explain. I want yes for you. I have 4 minutes.
New Jack Limited and Greenleaf Tourist Club is the same entity.
Oh.
Company name and trade name.
Am I therefore right to say that the properties which were stolen were for Greenleaf Company?
Then it is same.
Answer my question. Am I therefore right to say that the properties which were stolen were for Greenleaf Company?
To say officially it is New Jack Limited. We operate trade as Greenleaf Tourist Club, but official company name is New Jack Limited.
The properties which were stolen were for New Jack or Greenleaf?
New Jack Limited.
Thank you. Now confirm that the amount of money which was stolen was 169?
Yes, sir.
And also confirm that is the different amount of money in the charge sheet before court.
He may not know what the charge sheet before court, just go direct and tell him the charge sheet has this.
Okay, most of that. The charge sheet before court against the accused person has 169, 59,085 shillings. Is that right?
Yes.
Are those 2 different amounts of money different? Or is that money different?
You repeated 169 million.
In that document.
If you have repeated 169 million for 2 times, I don't see any difference.
Okay. You don't see the difference.
So he says the charge before court is also, that's what he said, 169 million. That's all.
Just one more questions. Okay, let's go, just open to the findings. Behind, what is the word finding? You are there? You see? Now paragraph number 2 states, the suspects still at large are suspected to be workers of New Jack Company Limited. Is that right? It is there. Was the accused person ever an employee of New Jack?
No.
Have you ever seen the accused person anywhere at New Jack? Have you ever seen the accused person taking any property of New Jack? With your eyes?
By my eyes?
Have you ever seen with your eyes
Yes.
the accused person taking any property of New Jack?
Through CCTV footage.
Sorry?
Through the footage.
It's what?
Through the footage.
Through the footage. That means you saw him through the footage.
I said that I cannot identify him, but okay. My answer should be I don't know.
You don't know?
I thought I saw the people stealing my property,
Yes.
but I don't know if it was him.
That means you have never seen him stealing your property. No more questions.
Order in court. They are going to ask you questions to clarify.
Mr. Wada, you said there were 3 people, is it 2, who were staying in the company premises in the same building. Where exactly were they staying?
They were rooms on the upper floor, second, first floor.
Where is Toby?
You speak up because
We are struggling with noise from our neighbors.
Yes, their roof was on the first floor.
their rooms were on the first floor.
Yes,
How many floors are in this building?
2 stories, ground floor and the first floor, and they were sleeping in the first floor.
So the offices were in which floor?
Like ground floor?
Yes,
Because there's ground floor and then first floor.
the first floor, but their residents, the room they use.
Mr. Wada, if you say it's 2-story building, so let's say we have ground floor and then the first floor, isn't it?
Where were these
So
people
where were
sleeping?
they? Is it the upper one or the down one? They were on the upper one. And which room did they steal this property?
Among the 4 rooms I said, the 3 rooms are on the ground floor and 1 room was on the first floor.
Clarify among these, which one is your office? Is it down or how you want? Just this office is up. Okay, that very night, second coming to third, mentioned the people who were residing or sleeping in the same building.
Yes, there was 2.
There were 2. Do you know their names?
Yes, the first is Kookie and the second one is K.
You also told court that it's you and Kookie who actually had the keys to the safe. Okay? And you also went ahead and told court that you and Kookie will know who stole or opened the safe. what explanation do you really give for the circumstances under which the sale was opened? Or what explanation do you have to give?
I have the keys for the offices and safe in the drawer, and that drawer was broken by the sales. And they removed the key, all the keys, including the one from the safe, to open.
You were given an opportunity to record an additional statement that was last year in October. Had you already done inventory? You have done?
Yes.
So if you had already done, why didn't you give the details of the properties which you actually found missing in the additional statement?
No one asked me, and we had another case at the commercial court, and we presented there.
Really? Speaker?
No one guided him. No one guided him, and they had another case. That's what I had.
Statement, which actually was taken in court, you were suspecting new employees, okay? The people you're working with. And you also told court that first is not one of the employees. What made you to suspect your employees and not anyone else?
They were very specific. They opened the cabin, whatever which had the variables, they did not open the cabin which doesn't have the variable. And also, they stored only the property which was working, and some property which was working was not taken. So I thought there was someone providing them.
We talk now, do you still confirm, do you still stand by the suspicion you actually made in your statement, or you now have a different perspective on this case?
Now, after all fingerprint of all our staff were taken, and it was not detected in the process of the police investigation, I think the assumption I had that time was wrong.
There are different figures, actually different value of these properties in your statement. The first statement, you gave a different figure, everything is different. Can you now confirm to this honorable court the correct figure that you want this honorable court to take?
Of the properties.
Of the figure you want court to believe.
The correct figure is 169 million. 56,085 shares.
This company, which name is it registered in? This company we are talking about, where the one the things are stolen, is it Green Leaf or is it New Java? Which one is which?
It's New Java Limited.
what the description what. Okay? You said the person is tall. Do you describe the accused person as a tall person or a short one?
He was a tall person.
The person before, do you describe him as a short person or a tall person?
He is tall.
That's all we have in the examination. We actually, we're going to another date. We don't-
Yeah, I cannot take a second witness. You see, the other people all need to be attended to. Mindful that he's on remand.
Sorry?
Mindful that he's on remand, that he don't give long adjournments.
Exactly.
We have third. How is it?
Fine.
Yes.
It's available. It's a Monday.
How many cases do we have? Not many. We can have it. We can have him on third. You can have the next witness on third, as you verify whether you still need the complainant.
The body communicate before or concerning him here.
No, you, even that day, he can come back.
Yeah, I can about that.
No, I'm saying if you need him, if he's not available, he can come back any other time.
No, what we are.
But if on third, if he's available, he's in Uganda, he comes. On third, if he's around.
No, what we were suggesting, counsel will communicate with us earlier, so that we also know the kind of witnesses. Someone who was put in mind that he still has more questions
For him.
for him.
Since, I think that's okay. You can communicate.
No, I think he can come. Little bit at the time. I was not using this.
Okay.
Yes, he can come up with this one.
We're going to have this matter for further hearing on 3rd April. 3rd April, it will be a Monday. The case is remanded until then. Complainant, you still on the stand. For purposes of the receipts, the purchase, the email communication with the Japanese company where you bought the items.
Worship, my colleague has intimated to me that we only have that because he has a lot of questions.
Yeah, let's not summon another witness. We first close with him before we summon other witnesses.
It's okay with us.
Because we also have to attend to other people. So this matter is adjourned to 3rd April for further hearing.
Uganda versus Lawayer East